going on, people? So on today's episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I've got a couple of things to talk about. Number one, let's start right off with the camera quality and the audio. You are listening to me on the GoPro Hero 4, the one that I actually left in my pocket, threw it in the washer, and I thought that I ruined it. It actually records, but I can't connect it to the app anymore, so I can't see or adjust where the camera is. I'm just going to wing it today, only because I cannot stand the way the Hero 5 sounds. It is the worst sounding GoPro that they've ever come up with. It's just terrible. I don't know if I've got one that's got a bug, but we're going to fix that. I'll talk about that too. So like I said, hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully the video is good. And if it's not, I'm going to scrub this whole darn episode and I won't even put it up until I get my camera set up. Speaking of camera setups, rather than shelve the Hero 5, I'm deciding that I'm going to build they call a vlogging camera platform. I bought the housing for it. I bought the audio adapter. I bought a really nice directional microphone. Invested a little bit of money to actually take the Hero 5 to the right level it needs to be. So we'll have professional quality audio to go with the grade of the video that you get, because the Hero 5 does really record real nice. Plus, it's got image stabilization, and that's something that is great for when you're driving along and you're bumping around hitting potholes like here in Philadelphia. So that's on order. That'll be here on Friday. I'll put it all together and I'll show you guys how I did that. So if anybody else out there is interested, in a similar setup, or is thinking about doing a similar type, vehicle blog or whatever you want to call it, I'll show you a real simple, cheap step to do that. The next good thing, the other day I mentioned on the Facebook group that I was talking about 8 pounds of boost. I said we're going to go from 6.39 to 8 pounds. That was my goal. Just got off the phone with Greg at HHP. Let me turn down the air conditioner for a second. And set up an appointment for August 1st. In 2 weeks, we're going down early in the morning for dyno tuning. Now, here's the thing. I asked him, I said, what are we going to do? And he says, all we're going to do is we're going to give you some MS-109, we're going to give you some race fuel, and we're going to tune it for the race fuel. We're going to move more timing for it. I'll get more power on the boost levels I have now. We'll see what we end up with, what the final results are. I believe we can stretch it to 7. It's impossible to go 8 with our setup, but I believe we can stretch it to 7. We'll see what we get, but we'll get a little bit more power because of the timing, and that's good news. So I'll have 2 different tunes that I could use for the street and the track. Wink, wink. And I'm happy with that. So, is this setup as powerful as a Trackhawk? No. If you're wondering, oh man, you're going to be a Trackhawk killer, in this current configuration, I'd be happy to just stay neck and neck with one or right behind one. I do not believe, my personal opinion, that this will be as fast as a Trackhawk. I'm just crunching the numbers in my head with the power and the torque ratios. I mean, there are calculators you can use online that give you a rough estimate. There are a lot of variables like altitude, DA is very important, but I really don't think that this is an 11.2 vehicle, not in its current setup. We'll see what we get, our final numbers and boost level, but until I actually take the plunge to forge it, or even go with the 426 forged block that I was looking at, we're not going to be anywhere near the 6.2. Or we may be near. I mean, power-wise, we're pretty damn close, but we're not going to be kicking Trackhawk's asses like Blue Evo 312 on YouTube with his 10-pound setup. He just basically raped the Trackhawk the other day and just destroyed him. If you don't know who that guy is, I suggest following him in his 2014 Jeep SRT. He's got a custom 82mm turbo. He ran over 600 horsepower for over a year before he decided to forge. Shop out in Illinois. He could probably give you more information on that. He's currently at like 10.5 pounds. He just had it tuned for the track the other day, and he molested this Trackhawk. I mean, from start to finish, it was it wasn't even a race. It was, oh, there's a Trackhawk next to me, and where did he go? He killed it. So you can do it, but you got to really put some money and some time into it. So anyway, Let's see what else. So that's part of the good. Another part of the good for this Good, the Bad, the Ugly update is that AJ from Vibrant Finish finally stopped by Custom Coatings, picked up my rims. He saw what was going on, and he told Joe, he's like, I can't fix this one. The other guy was right. It's completely effed up. So we're scrapping one. One's got to go to the trash. The insurance company's replacing both that were damaged, but the one that was really bad can't be repaired. So I'm taking the center cap in case I need a center cap. I'm taking the pressure sensor, the tire pressure sensor out. I'm taking the tire off. I'll inspect the tire, see if there's any like visible signs of damage. You know, it's an extra tire. But that was a good thing. The bad. Now let's talk about the bad. So the bad is one of those rims is completely trashed. We got to get rid of it. Another thing, I mean, I wouldn't really call it bad, but the Jeep and the throwing the P0456 code. Now, there's a service bulletin out there. There is a TSB out. I remember when I had the stock set up, I used to get this evap code once in a while. Took it to the dealership. They said that they were aware of a bug. They flashed it. It was gone. Well, with the tunes that I have on here, or the tune, I'm not going to have the dealership even touch my vehicle. Sorry. I don't trust them. They already, like, you know, did something when it came to flashing that I didn't want, and I'm not even going to risk it again. So every once in a while, we're going to have to put up with clearing the P0456 evap code. No big deal. It's harmless. Pops up every couple of weeks. Takes 30 seconds to clear. Bada bing, bada boom, it's gone. All right? So that's that. Can't really think of anything else that was bad, other than the fact that the GoPro Hero 4 that I got was complete crap. I had to ship that back. Amazon gave me a refund already. And I'm waiting for the parts that I ordered to set up this vlogging camera. It's just basically going to be a, you know, GoPro Hero 5 platform, and I've ordered all the different parts to make it a professional camera. So that's that. As far as the ugly goes of this Good, the Bad, the Ugly, well, you've been looking at the ugly the whole time. There it is, right here. This little punum. No, seriously though, besides my ugly face, I want to talk about my haters. I got a lot of people who follow me, good people, constantly with asking questions and trying to, you know, move their builds along. That's what I did. I asked other people. I got some advice. I got some inspiration, and I moved my build along the same way. That's what we do. We share ideas, and when we share ideas, sometimes, especially online, we ask for opinions. We will literally put up a picture of something we did and say, "Hey guys, what do you think about this?" And here's the reaction you get. You get both good and you get bad. And that's fine, because you know why? Because you asked for the opinion. If you're asking for opinions, then be prepared for both good and bad. That's just how it works. The other night, I'll tell you about this story real quick. This guy, on one of the Jeep pages I'm on, he put up a picture of his, it was a white Jeep, I'm not sure what year it was, and he put these, or this giant sticker on the side. It said Snow Princess, Warrior, Snow something. He had like a dragon overlaid on top of a snowflake of all things in this day and age when people use that term to cry about. It just, I get it. I get what he was trying to do with that. I get that he was trying to say, like, you know, it's a beast, it's a monster in the snow. I get that, but at the same time, it looked tacky. It looked really tacky. And a lot of people were tiptoeing around that fact and saying, you know, yeah, I might not suggest you go that large, or you may want to change this port or whatever. They're being very, very nice. Well, sometimes I'm blunt. I'm not nice. I mean, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just blunt. I think bluntness sometimes has its place. I just said, it looks tacky. You know, remember, sometimes less is best. Well, this barista-looking warrior, internet warrior, jumped on. Of course, he was a warrior because he had an AR-15 picture. He was shooting an AR-15 in his profile photo, chicken wing style, arm out like a total jackass. And he was like, if you have nothing good to say nothing at all. Basically stuff you heard when you were a child. And it's like, no. If an adult asks for an opinion, you give that adult the opinion, good or bad, because that's how they gauge where they're at with their build or with their decision making. Because if you do something and people are like, that looks like ass, don't do that. Some people will actually change it and go, maybe this does look stupid. Maybe in the back of his head he thought that and was like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway, I'll see what people think. If everybody always says good things about the stuff you do, we'd have a lot of people jumping off bridges. Hey Bob, do you think it's okay for me to jump off this bridge? Well, sure, Jimmy. Go right ahead. I don't think anything bad will happen. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Sometimes people need to be critical of others' decision-making and choices in life, because if you're not, how are they going to gauge what it looks like, okay? That's my point. So, yes, does it sound like you're being a dick at times? It might, but you know what? Stick to your guns. Tell that person, like, yo, it looks dumb. Let them know. Maybe they want someone to tell them the honest truth. But anyway, I got into it with this guy. I say he looked like a barista because he looked like he should be giving speeches in the Starbucks, but I was trying to explain to him the same thing. I said, no, you don't just pass it along. If all the advice, when you ask for it online, is good, that's stupid. You got to have some negativity, you know, constructive criticism. If you think that's being a dick, fuck you. I don't know what else to tell you. Sorry. The only reason I mentioned it was because I thought it was funny that he took the time afterwards to create a YouTube account and then come to make a disparaging comment on one of my videos. Like, really? I mean, don't you have coffee to make or something? But I thought that was pretty funny. So, thought I'd mention that as part of the ugly, because that's just the ugly truth about criticism. Sometimes you're going to like it, sometimes you're not. And that's just the way life works, people. So when you ask for opinions and you posted a picture of something you did to your ride, be prepared to get both good and bad comments, okay? So think twice about putting a dragon on top of a freaking snowflake and a giant snow princess, snow warrior, snow dragon, whatever the hell it said, across the entire fender. The whole fender was covered with it. Now, if this was a female, completely fine. Girls are, you know, I'm not being misogynistic or sexist here, but if it was a lady's vehicle and she wanted to dress it up a little bit and put some, you know, snow fairies and mythological creatures on the side of her fender, I think that's completely fine. Knock yourself out. But we have roles sometimes. You know, you're a man, you know. I'm not saying put a pair of balls on the back of your bumper. That's tacky also. But Snow Princess or Snow Dragon Warrior, Snow Rambo, whatever you want it to be, rethink your decision, please, sir. I know it's your money. I know it's your vehicle, to each their own. But also to each their own, you also have to realize that you're going to be criticized. I was criticized with my vehicle when I did the whole lights in the headlights. I had some yeehaw redneck from down south, like, you know, stereotypical redneck. I mean, I couldn't paint a better picture of the stereotypical redneck. He, you know, had the Confederate flags all over, you know, nothing but Trump. And he was, you know, white power, the whole 9 yards. He saw my headlights and he was like, that'll look good in the gay pride parade. And I was like, I guess if I was to enter it, I'd probably win a trophy in the gay pride parade, but what's your point? He's like, gay pride. Okay, I got that part. What's your point? He's like, it looks like it's gay. And I'm like, all right, we've covered this part 3 times now. Anything else? And he was just like, nah, pretty sure you'll look good at that parade. And I'm like, are you like projecting here, sir? Like, is there something that you want? Are you craving some penis action? I mean, I was actually starting to ask him questions because he kept talking about penis and being gay so much that I figured, I thought I was cute. So I said, look, I appreciate the passive-aggressive way that you're trying to pick me up. That got him really offended, unfortunately. And he was like, I'm not gay. I'm like, well, why do you keep talking about gay? Why do you keep talking about penis? Like, What are you trying to get at? I mean, what's in the back of your subconscious there, you know, Billy Bob? I don't know. So that conversation didn't last too much longer after I asked him if he was trying to pick me up. So see, because I'm very secure in my manhood, I don't have to worry if some redneck is like, man, that looks gay, yeehaw. Okay, what's next? Spent 18 years on and off in the military. Trust me when I tell you that soldiers are the biggest bunch of ball breakers you'll ever meet. I don't care what high school you went to. I don't care what, if you were the captain of your football team and you think you were Billy Badass in your little high school, serve your country. You want to see what badass is? You want to see ball breaking at next level shit? And you trust me, all right? So when people break my balls, I just kind of laugh and I'm like, all right, is that it? What's next? You know, you got to step it up. Step it up, haters. Come on, I know you're out there. I always get that little thumb down, that little dislike, because, you know, that's the new internet warrior way of, I'm going to show him dislike. I still get paid no matter if you like the damn video or you dislike the video, because you watched it, stupid. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? This thumb down will definitely take away all the time I spent watching it. Click. No. Nope. But I don't know what else to say today. The good, the bad, the ugly, me, and some of the corny ass hate that I get once in a while. I'm sure I'll get hate on when I take the Jeep down to HHP. Oh well, I still love you guys. I know you need a hug. I know you need a safe space, cookies and milk, and a little stuffed animal to show me where I hurt you physically and emotionally. But oh crap, it looks like we're about to get pissed on by Mother Nature severely hard in a second. So I'm going to end this. So check back in a couple of days. Definitely tomorrow I'll build the vlogging camera platform. I really hate that term. It's one of the corniest. I get it. Blogging, video logging, vlogging. It just sounds like something like Dracula would say. Ooh, I'm blogging, blah, blah, blah. But I'll take care of that tomorrow. I got called into work tomorrow, so I'm already pissed. So I got to go in for a couple hours tomorrow. But at some point, I will do a ProCharger update and talk about some other things that I haven't had a chance to. Because while this whole time I was talking to you good, fine people, I let my freaking Pizza Hut pizza go cold. Oh, man. That tastes like pure hangover. You know what I'm talking about? Ice cold pizza. You're hungover. And you don't care because you're hungry. This is like a hangover taste right now. And it's delicious. So, I'm going to finish my little personal pan pizza here. Park, because I'm at work. And tell you guys and girls to be safe. Blah, 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 blah. Check back tomorrow. Thumb up, thumb down, subscribe. Don't forget July's giveaway. And what else? Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, I'm out. Turn this off.